All right, Suge Knight's biopic will reportedly begin filming this summer. The untitled limited series will go even deeper into his famous timeline than anything the public already knows, according to reports. Suge and his brother Brian Brown are collaborating on the project, which allegedly has a similar feel to BMF. Over the last 30 years, there has been so much talk about Compton, me, the inner cities, Death Row, a lot of talk. Even when it comes to making my movie. There has been so many imposters saying they have my rights, or they got this deal, or that, or this, all talk. Suge said in 2021 when he struck a deal with producer Steve Whitney and TSW Films to sign over his life rights. Snoop Dogg has since acquired the rights to Death Row's catalog and distributed the music in a $1 billion initiative with Larry Jackson.
Who asked for this?
It's Suge, fool. Don't be disrespectful to the West Coast Don, G. There was a time in his life when he was the man, the guy that brought you Tupac.
And just like the dramatization of all of these guys, like 50's been super successful in telling these stories. Like, everyone's gonna want to know about this. Everyone's gonna want to see this version. I think it's gonna
go up,
go crazy,
especially on our side
of Suge Knight.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people.
We've heard like every story there is to hear, right?
But not from his POV.
You're gonna see the dramatization of it now. Get a good visual.
Listen, like the one thing that I do want to like know about was when he and he did like an interview and he hinted towards, and they went ahead and got to Eazy-E and like in a studio, and they jumped him and like he like hinted towards like them injecting him with something.
Whoa.
Yeah, right.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, right. And he said that on Jimmy Kimmel. So I want to hear his POV. Like, was he just joking or did he really give Eazy-E AIDS? You know?
My guess is he's joking.
Okay.
What do you think?
That's crazy.
I definitely think he's capped, right? Because here, so like when I talk to
him. Oh, you think Suge Knight is capped? We should send you to go interview him.
Bro, I love that.
He said, bro, I'd love that.
What? To interview Suge Knight?
I like it.
You're telling me he's capped?
In terms of that Eazy-E story, because I don't think Eazy-E...
I wonder what he would do.
At that time, who was that well-beloved. If anything happened to him in that manner, I don't see how that just gets swept under the rug and no war happened. Right? Like, ain't no way, like, at that time, somebody is playing hands on Eazy-E without somebody dying. You feel me? So, like, just because there were no deaths, I don't think that happened. You know? But, you know, if he said it did, then I guess, like, it's up to them, right? You know, I wasn't there, man, but nah, bro. I'm not looking, forward to this. I've already heard every story on Clubhouse through the lens of like Whack 100, like 50 Cent, right? So I've already heard every story, like at this point, like.
So you don't trust his story though, or his words, or his point of view, because he sold his rights. This is all these are his firsthand accounts and their version of them.
And yeah, and like he sold it to like Ray J, right?
I just said it in here.
Ay, dude, to Steve Whitney.
Yeah, but like I think like a year ago, I think Ray J like announced that he's like the new, like he's like the I forgot what it's called, like the leader of the estate, like he's like the owner of the Suge Knight estate, and he's the one that's gonna, like okay, so they sold it to this. Hey man, listen, I'm like looking forward to it, man. Like what's next?